All right, episode 13, season finale. We back. What's up? What's up,
man?
It's the season finale, guys.
We made it. We made a long season. Let's get a round of applause to each other. You know what I mean? A long season. We started off with just a dream and a paper and just 3 people coming together, putting this thing together and impacting so much people. We in July. We started this in January, our first episode in January. In 6 months, or a couple months, we just passed a lot of people just, being authentic.
Started prepping for this in like October or something.
Yeah. We put a lot of time in it. And how you guys think the season went?
I think it went really good. I think that we did what we accomplished what we did this for. We did it to reach out to, the able-bodied and the disabled community to just try to show like we not those people that you feel sorry for. We the people that, we the people that make shit happen. And then we showed a bunch of other people with disabilities doing their thing this year and we broadcasted that. And that's what we want to do. We want to bring light onto the people that's actually doing shit. Having a disability doesn't stop you, and not having a disability doesn't make you more capable than any of us. And that's what we wanted to show. And we here. And we here to stay.
That's right.
Here to stay.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I love it. I'm happy about this whole, you know what I'm saying? We just here to enlighten you guys, and we did what we set out to do. So that's it, man.
Season 2's coming in September.
Yeah.
It's going to be bigger, better, more wilder. You know what I mean? We just had to open it up.
Yeah. We acting bad.
Period. Acting real bad. You guys are going to enjoy us. And we also want to say thank you for all, our family and fans that came for us from the beginning, right? You know what I'm saying? And it's like we really like a lot of people different favorite characters and stuff, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? And each person,
all of us, we all have our fans that come to see us and stuff, and then we have them that come to see all of us together, so it's cool.
Yeah, so that's
we couldn't do this without you guys. So
we're thankful.
We appreciate you.
And then, continue to share. Please share, subscribe, and if you know a person that needs this, right? And anybody, so for feeling down, because we talk about so many different topics, right? Please continue to send it and share it, and let this be the #1 podcast that's going to be out there, because like I said, I feel like we can compete with other podcasts, because you know what I mean, us 3 up there, we doing our little thing, you know what I'm saying? So keep on sharing, subscribe, we appreciate it.
Yes, we appreciate it. Yes, we appreciate you so much. And, it's not just for, the disabled community. We're going to work on being more inclusive with the able-bodied. But this season was about us, and just what we wanted to do. But next season, we'll have able-bodied guests on and stuff, too.
We included a lot of people,
We didn't have no able-bodied guests this
we
year.
didn't have any able-bodied guests, but, like, our conversations, they're not only one-sided.
We talk about relationships. We talk about regular pride. That's not...
So I'm talking about, next season, we're going to have different guests and stuff. Not everybody with a disability.
LeBron, everybody comes.
Why not, right?
That shit. We got to talk to him about that shitty acting he was doing in Space Jam.
Y'all seen Space Jam?
I didn't even see it, but I'm not gonna even watch it.
People don't give LeBron a chance, man. Like, I feel like he's a good guy, but it's like
he doesn't. I don't know him I can't say he's a bad guy, but the acting was bad.
It's like because all right, the first Space Jam, I think we also when we was younger, so it's like. You can't expect nothing after that. It's like Jordan set the bar too high, I guess.
Yeah, like you can't compare.
But the thing, and then everybody was saying, "Oh, kids or whatever is for kids." But at the end of the day, I watch kid shit all day because my baby. You know what I'm saying? So some of that shit really be interesting. And I'm not a hater. I'll be like, this show is fire. Like, me and Poopy really sit there. I be into it more than him. Shit. I be ordering movies, paying for them and shit. I done bought Disney Plus and everything. And then I watch it more than...
You talk about, I got money. You got money.
$6.99. Go to hell. And I had it free for a year. So please, okay? Okay. But I watched the kids shows. He's not a good actor, and some things they have to leave in the past. Like everything doesn't need a sequel. You know what I mean? Like some shit you just gotta let it be great, because then you come around and you mess up the legacy. Even the director from the first one was pissed. That's how you know it was bad. He did.
People love Jordan so much though. They don't give much to LeBron.
It's not even about LeBron, because it was just the storyline and everything that I heard.
Totally different.
It just wasn't.
I don't know.
It's like they tried to do the same thing, but they put Jordan, and they put LeBron in it instead of Jordan, but they didn't make it.
We in a day and age where we remix everything though.
Yeah, they gotta chill with
everything.
that. Some things gotta stop. They keep making Jeepers Creepers and shit. Like some shit gotta stop.
7. Like, come on, how many times? Oh, what's up, Michael Myers? Like she been chasing. Oh, Halloween, is it Halloween time? The girl keep on fighting the same dude over and over. They making a new one. Like, how many times she gonna get killed by this guy?
She ain't gonna never. Mike ain't gonna
never gonna die.
You can't kill no dead nigga. Why they keep making the same movie? And it's like, damn, they need to really base this in the hood, because you know, black people, we just gonna move. We ain't about to stay in the same place. I'm not about to stay there. Like, you keep haunting me, nigga. I'm out. Catch me in Alaska, like, nigga. Let me see.
Definitely not tripping there. Like, we're not tripping.
Right, nigga. I'm in a wheelchair and I'm not even gonna sit there and trip, nigga. Them wheels gonna glide smoothly and swiftly.
But black people do die in all horror movies first. Be honest. All the horror movies, the black person always died first. Think about it.
Unless it's an all black.
We never make it to the end. We never make it to the end. That's the ironic thing, right?
Start killing the white people first.
Oh my god. They do. Well, they know. They die on their own though.
They die so didsily. Black people always go out talking shit. What the?
Alright, so let's get into what we drinking, man. Cause today's topic, we talking about sex.
Very
we talking about sex. Y'all been waiting for it all year. You know what I'm saying? You talk about, so we gonna talk about sex. Tell a friend. This is where you're gonna learn a lot. Y'all gonna laugh, and y'all gonna be informed.
This
all right?
is that episode.
But let's see what we drinking first. This is the last episode. What we drinking? What we toasting to?
Same damn thing. Let's get into it.
I want to get into sex. Let's toast to sex. Come on, we gonna toast. Let's toast good sex, good vibes.
And the last episode of the season.
Season
finale.
Because we're going to rush into the section, right, Frenchie? So what's Frenchie fact? Go ahead.
The French facts is this. If you not with somebody that can please you in the bedroom.
Ooh, speak about it.
Let's go.
And then you don't, and then you first, the first thing here is you tell them what your complaints are. Maybe it's something that can be fixed. Maybe it's something they not stroke. Maybe the stroking, right? Maybe they coming too quick or something. First, you tell your partner. But if they can't get it together, baby, I don't know. They always say love overpowers. The sex ain't better than love. Nigga, sex is better than love. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Sex make the relationship last
longer. And it does, because who the fuck gonna stay in the trash? You gonna stay with a bitch in her trash?
Nah.
Like you gonna who's gonna do that? You gonna stay with a bitch in her? She can't give the mozzie. She out here like I don't suck dick.
Well,
Barbara.
So I feel like, well, no, you got some monsters. You got some monsters. Some get good head and some got good vagina. Like sometimes you got.
But there's people that have both.
That's the monster.
And why would you settle?
That's the scary thing.
And it's like that's why people try to judge. Okay, so I say this to say this. People try to judge you, like women especially, for having multiple sexual partners. But I feel like in my experience, because I've had a couple, I would never lie on here. You know, I'm very see-through with this. I've had a couple, so I'm glad that I've had a couple back in the day, because I know what I like. You know what I mean? Like I know what I do like. I know what I don't like. I know what type of penis is the right size. I know what type of curve. Yeah, I know what type of head. I know what type of head is good and stuff like that. I would have never knew that, because a lot of people want to marry. You want to marry your husband, bitch. What if that nigga got a little dick? What if it's whack and then you done marry somebody with trash sex for the rest of your life because of love, and then when you cheating on them?
It go both ways though too.
Yeah, it's girls
so
that girls that don't know how to. It's girls that don't know how to you know? And mama, you gotta step your cookies up for that crumble.
This is for the 18 and up this episode. So
yes, please, if your kids watch this show, if they are not sexually active, get them the offer from the throne.
So you know I'm going to ride out.
But yeah, so basically it's 2021. If they not making it happen in bed, then the relationship is dead. And that's on period. French facts, and that's that.
And that's that. Okay. Now, let's get into the topic. Since we talk about French facts, we say, yo, listen, if your shit is whack, move on or try to teach. All right, let's just get into sex right now. What if you really, really like your partner, right? Mm-hmm. Can you teach them to please you?
If they are able to learn it, but
they got to be willing to learn though.
I never.
Then how fast they got to catch on until you be like, nah, I can't deal with this.
But that's the thing. Me personally, I like to hit it before I fall in love. I can't fall in love without hitting it first. Y'all fell in love without hitting shit?
Yeah, I did.
Nah.
I can't fall in love without hitting it.
Cause it's not. What if it, like I done mess with pretty women and shit.
Boy.
Nah, cause like I think
what if they holding out?
Nah. Cause it's like you gotta get to know the person too. I think when you're more intimate with somebody, it makes the sex even better. If you really like somebody too, it's even a little chill on, you know.
But then if we doing that, then if the sex is good, it's gonna be good regardless, whether the intimacy is there or not. If it's good sex, it's good sex.
If you was going on a date, you don't like somebody, and you about to have sex. It's a little different.
And then imagine it being good, and then you fall in love with. And then the feelings come. It's like now we really here. Because if I fall in love with you and we didn't have sex or whatever, first of all, I feel like it's like impossible to like love somebody without even knowing what they can do physically. Because it's like it's love. People just try to make love seem like so like, oh, it's just emotions and it's all in that. If that's the case, then people wouldn't cheat. People wouldn't feel away when people cheat. You get what I'm saying? If sex is not that serious, then sex wouldn't be such a spiritual thing. Number one, when we lay down with anybody, you get what I'm saying? We get in their demons, their energies, whatever they've been dealing out with that in that world that day, you get in that same thing when you lay down with that person. So number one, be selective. I'm not just saying go for the guy that took you out on a date to Applebee's. No. Talk to him for a little while, but I'm saying I personally can't.
But wait. Can you have sex on the first date? On the first night? I didn't hear stories like, yo, it made everything poppin'. So
my relationships, I had the longest relationships from that.
Because you get it right out the bat.
I've had a 5-year relationship, and my baby father it wasn't really the first night.
So that just
it was the first date.
So that's what I'm saying.
It was like the first night, right?
No, maybe some chicks gotta give out the goodies the first date.
Yeah, and then stop slut shaming bitches if they want to fuck. Come on, let them get to it. Guys do, because they'll get it. They'll get it, and then they'll talk about it after. You have to understand the pillow talking and how a guy will look at it.
I think when you get older, it doesn't matter.
I think it's just connection.
It's so many immature. See, you guys don't think like that, but it's so many immature people out there that if the girl give it up on the first date,
they don't want to fuck with them
she a tree. She's just like, nah, I'ma just you too easy. Da 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 da.
Too. How about maybe she wanted to do the same?
Where she want to do something?
But we know it's double standards when it comes to men and women. It's always gonna be that way, and y'all know that. So that's what I'm saying. If you're a woman, do not just use protection. Make sure you stay prayed up. Don't be dirty. Don't be sucking 2 dicks in one day. Spread them out or whatever. But do what you want to do. Don't let these niggas slut shame you, because they're going to slut shame you regardless. And these are the same niggas that'll go out and cheat on you while you home being a good girl. So go have fun.
Have fun.
Live your life.
You should enjoy yourself.
So let's talk about our first experience having sex in a chair. I'll go first.
Okay. Let's finally.
Everybody's probably mad shit on the phone. Yeah, everybody a little timid. Timid.
I just know I can.
I'll tell you about first experience.
I go on and on.
Actually, not been talking about my second, because my second experience, she's the one that helped me get to the person sexually where I'm at right now. She opened Pandora box, right?
First in a wheelchair or first?
Yeah, in a wheelchair.
Okay.
Right. I'm gonna totally be honest. Because I got injured at 18 or 17. Like I said, I don't remember 17 or 18.
That's crazy.
If you had me before that, I'm sorry.
Fuck doesn't know when they got shot.
If you had me before, I'm sorry. Like when you young, you just talk about just put it in and just go crazy. Like it's nothing. It's no.
So you only cared about your nut.
No, yeah, but that's because you're young.
When you was younger, you only cared about your nut.
Listen, yeah, we young. But anybody that had me over 22 and up, you know.
So basically, you lost your virginity. It's different types of virginity. I feel like it's the one where you really fully sexually experience. Like, when do you feel like you've gotten?
Oh, all right. No, this is the thing. Like I said, she opened it up from the chick, because I'm like, all right, how the hell is this? Like everybody else, everybody's curious. Like, can a guy in this chair really, lay it down to this woman how he wanted to? Mm-hmm. And shout out to, I can't say, definitely, you got a ring on it. You got a ring on that spot. You got a ring on it. But she opened it up as far as like, we tried so many different things in so many different ways. And she helped me, like I said, she helped me to the person I am sexually now.
Ooh, you making me hot already.
She took her time with you?
Huh?
She took her time.
She took her time. She showed me how to do this. And she's always flexible. All right, so this is a big thing too.
She
fellas.
Flexible?
Yeah, she's very flexible, right? She was very flexible, right? Fellas. This is very important, right?
Trying to throw shade.
This is very important, fellas. I'm talking about guys in the wheelchairs, all right, right now. Dudes in the wheelchair. you have to be physically fit to have sex. Period. Mm-hmm. If you really want to, and take it how you want to take it. I'm gonna be honest, because, like I said, we can't use our legs. Like, you know what I mean? How we can't stand up and do certain things, right? Can't stand up. Therefore, the reason why I'm physically fit, because you have to do certain positions and certain things in a different way, where you have to have your arms. Your arms got to be strong enough, right? Your core got to be up there.
What the fuck are we doing?
you know. But that's why I'm telling fellas out there, you know what I'm saying? Tricks. And now I'm about to give you an example, right? I'm gonna give you a good example. Brother man over here to the right, right? I was curious about something, right?
Oh, God.
I'm like, bro, I miss hitting it from the back. In a certain position. Mm-hmm. Bro was like, word? I'll be doing certain shit. He was with a joint one time.
Oh, yeah, I was with Sean.
He was with a joint one time.
Right. That's when me and you first started talking.
And I was curious. I'm like, I'm trying to get into a position that I miss. But how can I compromise?
And she was so cool, bro, because we was on FaceTime. Me and you was on FaceTime. And I was just like, yo, you like, I'm gonna show you.
Yeah,
you want to meet the president? She was like, you want to show? I was like, all right, thing, bro.
And we was just showing the nigga, like, we had clothes on.
They had clothes on, yeah. They had clothes on. It was
no, they didn't. I seen it. No, I'm sorry.
I'm showing this nigga, like, positions of, like, how I move and, how I maneuver, in the bed.
What
like,
are you, the wheelchair sex guru?
No, and
he was outside. All right, so basically, it was like back shots. It was back shots, right? The lady was laying down on like a on her forearms, right? Mm-hmm. But go back to the exercise thing, right? So when Live got on top of her, right, from the back, but he has enough strength to pull himself up. You see what I'm saying? Pull himself up behind the girl, where most cases, if you're not strong enough, you can't.
So what you mean? So what you mean? Like y'all be on y'all, like when y'all lift up, y'all get on y'all knees and y'all just
shoulders, but
like
then
knees. Then you gotta use your forearms. Plant your forearms, and from there you get up. But it's like if her butt is positioned right, like from when you hit it from the back, you could use her as leverage. Yeah, it's like the same way you see me. I do my workouts on like in the gym, and you hold the walker. It's equivalent to that. I'm holding her waist, and
this live episode, yeah. Give it to him.
And if you got a head, and it's important if the headboard is right there, it helps you out. So
also, that's another thing. See, you got to use the tricks. See, I ain't gonna show y'all my tricks. Y'all ain't gonna.
But tell them, Live, you gotta be.
No, you gotta be
for that. It's not easy.
It's really not.
I tried it a couple times. I come to falling in the time. It took me a minute. And
but wait, did you practice by yourself first?
The big girl. I told you that first.
So you fell in her ass.
The big girls.
I'm gonna tell you something.
He fell in her ass.
The big Jones hold you up.
Yeah. So I
told him practice with a big.
The little joints ain't you falling down because they ain't hold you up right.
Skilled enough.
So you get skilled enough. I didn't get it right, and I don't want to pull that out until I'm like in my tip top shape. That's why I said you gotta be in shape to do that position.
Yo, Nate Biggs.
Nate Biggs. Yo, Nate Biggs, holla at your boy.
You gotta be in
Nate Biggs' ass so big she can handle both of y'all on one cheek.
Well, both of us on each
You gotta
side.
be in tip top shape. Even like you, some saying, for instance, like, but that's a good example. Like I said. Because I wanted to figure out how you supposed to do this position. Live showed me how to do it. And he was like, yo, you got to get this, that, third.
Shout out to her because she was so cool. She just let us.
Cool. Shout out to her.
So cool. I'm more intimate, so I just can't have sex with anybody. So I'm more touchy. Foreplay is very important. Like you said before I go head into it. That's why I said when I was 17, 18, I'm a total different man now. You
wasn't eating pussy back then?
No, I wasn't. I'm Jamaican. Shaba.
Minot Jamaicans. Some of my best eaters was Jamaican. We gonna have to throw that out there. The first boy who face I wine pawned, and this is when I was walking. So listen, wine pawned his face was Jamaican. Fuck is you talking about?
He not from Yard, man. He from Jamaica, Queens. He from Jamaica. He from East New York.
I'm naming names. Fuck all y'all niggas. Y'all going down.
Boy.
Jason was eating the pussy.
Bumble cloud.
And it was two of us. He was eating two pussies.
See, he a freak, man. That's not a Jamaican thing, though.
No, he's Jamaican. And then I got another Jamaican. I ain't gonna say that name.
Yeah, kill you.
Bitch, what you doing? He one of them Jamaicans that really don't like to. Because he was telling me, oh, you the first person. And this one I'm in a chair. Was when I was walking back in the day. Shout out to you. It's okay. But when I was y'all better not make this my clip. I swear to God. But when I got in the chair, fucking that's the thing. I mean, let me let Jesse finish. I could go on forever. Go, Jesse.
No, we go. Go ahead, live. Go ahead. Just touch. How was your first experience?
No, we didn't finish yours, Jesse. I still have so many questions.
Oh,
so do you eat pussy now?
I'm not saying that. I'm Jamaican. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Yo. If you know, you know.
I
don't know.
Jesse, niggas is eating ass now.
Oh, no.
And they got motors on their chairs. You think bitches is gonna fall for you? You not eating ass or pussy? Get the fuck out of here.
Good. I ain't had no complaints. I'm good. We go, yeah. But I don't know if you know. I'm not, Yeah. Act live. He older than me. He live.
So then you feel like, okay, so the stigma, what everybody thinks about us, everybody in wheelchairs, whether we male or female, they think that we the best head givers.
Oh, that's another.
Because they assume we can't. You get what I'm saying? Did you ever have that somebody think that about you?
No, because I don't know. No, because I'm so different. But they probably,
no problem.
I even took this from the big bro too. I don't be telling girls I can have sex at first.
Yeah.
So when they come up and they pull up and I smash it and I have fun, they be just in awe like, damn, you did all this? Yeah, and be surprised. Yeah. So that's now I put the cat out the hat.
Yeah, it's out the bag. Like
I'm tight, but.
You said
but I don't pursue it though. Like you know what I'm saying? Until like I'm not out here chasing.
Thirsty,
I'm not a thirsty dude because
Women get straight to it because they used to just jump in my DM and be like, "Excuse me, can you fuck?" Like straight.
I done had that too.
Yeah, and it's like, don't get me wrong. At one point, I felt like I had something to prove. It was still like early.
It's like, yeah, bitch, I do. Let me tell you about this man. Let me tell you.
I don't do that anymore because I know who I am. I know where I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing to prove.
I'm telling the story.
I'm a Christian.
Before I met this nigga, before I met him, I knew who he was, son.
Oh, man.
My friends told me, and they was like, yo, some fire nigga. I don't know what happened. I just seen a nigga carrying him down the stairs on his back. And I said, wait. And I'm like, wait, what?
Clubs. He used to always carry me up.
And they was like, yeah, he was. They was like, yeah, he looked good. I was about to give him some pussy. I said, yo,
New York, they knew me and bro. We used to be all the parties,
and this is when I'm walking. So hearing this when I'm walking, I'm dying. Like, wow, somebody in a wheelchair. You know what I mean? Like, you small-minded because you don't know. And I'm like, somebody in a wheelchair tried to kill. But then they showed me a picture. I'm like, oh, that nigga look good. And then I was like,
son, listen, you know how many times I be in the club and I've been able-bodied man and like, it won't be on me, not even care about nobody. Yeah. Me and Live was in the club and it was like regular, like it was, we got the attention, like, you know what I mean?
They come right up to you and they aggressive with it too.
Maybe
like,
aggressive.
Oh my God, you're so handsome or you're so this and that. You really, like they really be.
I think it was your birthday, right? We went to your birthday, we was in the club. We went out mad times.
We ain't talking about all the attention y'all getting. We came here to talk about mother.
But at least, no, that's what I'm saying. It leads to that. You see what I'm saying? At least me and
Did y'all leave the club and some bitches?
That night?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Exactly. Live did. Nigga Live over there soon as they scratching his shin.
But yeah, that's a good point you brought up. Everybody think that just because you in a wheelchair, you're supposed to be immaculate head giver, right? Mm-hmm. We can't speak from everybody's scenario.
I've been that before. Yeah. I've been that before I got in the chair. So it's not fair to be judgmental like that, to think that, because it feels like I fit the stereotype. Just because, but I had these skills. I've had these skills. She was before I even got in the chair. So how can y'all sit there and try to tell me like, oh, because she in the chair, she do it? No, nigga, I was standing up doing it.
Oh my gosh. And whoa.
It's crazy. Wait.
So anybody gonna talk about? I told you about my experience. The one that broke, I think, my wheelchair virginity. It was a second joint. She, opened up. We tried mad different moves, mad different ways, and you see what I'm saying. And also, like I said, she helped me become the person sexually I am now. Like, you know what I mean? I done had girls like, yo, like they was like, yo, I'm so surprised that like. They didn't know, like, you see what I'm saying? They was like, and on top of it, they like me, so it's like a plus, you know what I mean? They was like, oh, I didn't know you could do that, and I'm still mad aggressive. They was like, yo, why you so, because we mad strong, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? You didn't had sex in a wheelchair a couple of times. I think that's fun because, you know what I mean? It's not a thing, you know what I mean?
I had women like come, you know what I'm saying, pull up, and because they didn't even know whether I could. Like the ones that, some actually have class and some actually don't ask, No, it's not you don't have class or whatever, but some women like never asked, and when they got to they got to my crib, whatever, things happen.
Right.
And then they just like, just shocked, just laying in bed, just like, what the fuck just happened? Like, because they like, yo, you fuck better than dudes walking. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas they not even doing what you doing. Like, so it's just, I don't know. I've had all type of experiences. Like, matter of fact, let me give you a recent.
Go ahead. Let the cat out the hat.
Know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
All right. So like a couple years ago. long time ago.
Long, way back.
A couple years ago.
You know what I'm saying? All right. I just want to say, first off, it's levels, right? So it's certain type of women out there that God bless, right?
The monster.
Let's give it up for the squirters, man, because
that's a gift. That's a gift?
Yeah, that's a gift. Because so listen, man.
God bless you.
Yeah.
Let's give it up for the men that can make you squirt.
I'm just saying I got surprised.
It's not every man has that talent, okay?
Yeah,
Everybody don't know what a G-spot is.
Right. Recently. So,
recently or a couple years ago?
No, a couple years ago.
Long time ago.
Long, way back.
Yesterday. Like I said, go ahead.
So what happened was, we chilling, whatever, and we get started, and one thing led to another. You hear the levels, like when a lady, she's doing the moan thing, and she hitting. I'm like, okay. Every time I do something different, I do my little trick, lift the leg up. I'm like,
so what position was you in? You gotta give them details. You gotta give them.
I started out with missionary because it's simple, it's easy.
So you had a leg up in missionary?
No, first I'm just regular, my hands on the bed. Matter of fact, I had to wrestle a little bit. So I had my arms, up under her legs high.
You a big gal?
But then I start doing little tricks, grab a leg, threw it out there.
Oh, you threw it up in the air?
Okay. Yeah. Get jiggy with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, doing a little couple pump, but I felt it was just getting a little tighter. I'm like, shit. And then she just like, as I keep going, I just like, she like, oh, it's about to squirt. And I'm like, and I look down and it's like, you see it. I'm like, oh, you one of those. Like, bro, when I tell you my legs start twerking so fast, nigga, I was doing 100 like that.
So you started.
Blood, bro. Shit was crazy. It's like somebody poured took a cup.
A lot of guys don't like squirting though.
Nah, that's
like the ultimate goal. I think that's the ultimate goal. It's like
because you know what it is, right?
I don't feel like every woman squirt though.
You know what it is, right?
It's piss. I don't know if it's really piss or not.
It's part pee and
a vagina fluid.
It's part pee and vaginal fluid. It's people think like, oh my god, I just made her squirt come. No, it's not that, baby.
It's mixture.
You done got peed on.
But the reason why I kept
but that's an accomplishment.
In order for you to be able to do that, you had to been doing it right.
Right.
Bitches don't squirt for
nobody
everybody.
wants.
But the thing. The other times, like I had squirts, I stopped because I was just amazed. I'm like, oh,
you was
this
in
shit
that
real.
shit.
Now I wanted to see what was going to happen after, like if I kept going. So I kept going, and when I tell you that shit was just like, it's like somebody took a full glass of water and just poured it on the bed, the whole bed. When I tell you that shit,
I'll be calling every day. Hey baby, what you doing? You want to clean the roof?
Fake playing cool after that, like leg, yeah.
That leg up.
So she don't even know.
Okay, we got to squirt on the loose. We got to squirt on the loose. We got a little water
squirt on the loose.
Squirt on the loose.
God bless y'all to the squirters.
God bless y'all.
God bless you.
You gotta get the like you know the Pokemon Squirtle when that bitch back. Gotta catch them all, baby.
What about you, friend? We let you go last. What about you?
Listen, I've been having sex since sex has been sex. The one thing that I used to steal my father's porno DVDs and flick the bean to them, okay? I love sex. Everything about it. I was so excited to first have sex. I lost my virginity when I was walking, of course, and the position I did to lose my virginity, I was riding him. He had the littlest dick ever, so it wasn't. Shout outs to you, nigga. But shit, it was the littlest dick ever. I didn't bleed or nothing, but I felt like that nigga because I was like, oh, I'm on top of him, I'm riding him. And he came and I was like, okay, this is what sex is. This is cool. So the whole time I'm thinking like, oh, I could take dick. Like I started talking my shit, running my mouth. So I ran into this nigga with this BBC. Boy, when I tell you I was only at the tip, like, hold on. And then he made me bleed. So I think he took my virginity, but I'm going to say the first guy because that's the first penis that I had in me. And I don't like that.
Grandma going to be watching this shit like, oh my God.
One thing about my...
I got aunties watching this.
One thing about my family, they all know I'm grown and they see I got a baby. They know how I get down, okay? I'm a mother first. I'm a nasty bitch directly after. But okay, so my first time in a chair. All right, so I was talking to this boy in the hospital. Boom, shout out to you. That's my dog. And
they hate you.
He was really.
They always do.
Nah, they love me. He literally just wrote me like I love my exes. Love me like I'm the best ex ever. But he was so cool. Like he was talking to me in the hospital. He knew I just got shot. He was there, whatever, trying to pull up to the hospital to do what he wants to do. Mind you, I was wearing Pampers when I first came home. And he thought I just had the jati. but it was the diaper booty. Hold on, because that's when I was still catheterizing and figuring out my body and shit. So I had to wear my diaper. So it was cool or whatever. I started trying to, like, when he came over, I started trying to wear panties or whatever. So the first time he came, I was just like, fuck it, let's just do this. And it's the first time I met him in person because he was talking in the hospital. I was in the hospital for a month and a half. So that was my boyfriend in the hospital. That's what I'm jacking. And so when I finally got out the hospital, he came to see me and we got down to it. And it was crazy because I'm like, all right, this is different because I'm used to being the dominant one. I'm used to riding and stuff like that. So now it's like you got to figure out different ways to do shit or whatever.
All right, so let's help out the woman out there. It's a lot different. From
you could do whatever you want to do besides stand up. So this is what I'm gonna break it down for y'all from the beginning to now. Okay, so when I first started, I was mad shy or whatever. But this boy, he broke me out of my comfort zone. He let me know, like, all right, this shit's still lit. So then now, like, months and weeks go by, because I was with him for like a couple of months. I was young. I didn't want to keep a nigga too long. So I started doing reverse cowgirl because it's like if you got upper, like they said, it's the same thing for women. You got to be in shape. Number one, nobody want to lift up somebody. As females, we got to get lifted up in chairs. You know what I mean? To get carried anywhere, we got to get picked up.
Able man, if you gotta, men supposed to be wilding that out. Aggressive guys. You know
but I'm saying if somebody is too heavy because it's dead weight, you got to understand our legs is dead weight. Yeah. So my legs are, even me being skinny, my legs are dead weight. So when they carrying me, if they was just carrying, you could lift me up. You
tell these niggas do they push-ups then.
No, you could lift me up. But at the end of the day, my legs are dead weight, so it's still gonna feel heavier. You know what I'm saying? So now, you gotta be in shape, mama. Like, I'm not saying you can't have a gut or whatever, but just be able to lift yourself up at least. If you can't do this, then you can't do what I'm doing. You feel me?
So you're doing dips?
No, I don't do dips. I just plop on the dick like, bow. You feel me? It's just that simple. And then you fold your leg over, bob, you fold it, and then you ride it. You gotta have some waist motion. You know what I mean? Like you gotta be able to move.
Also, your injury's a lot lower.
Though. Yeah, everyone doesn't.
Everybody doesn't have that injury.
Your level is T12, so that's
very low.
I got shot at T6, but I function as a T12, but I'm a T6. Like when they diagnosed me, they said I was a T6, but I'm incomplete. So I got stuff. I got stuff back. Yeah. So they can't be mad at me for being incomplete. No, you incomplete too, nigga. Yeah, we incomplete game.
So I got to work harder.
Right, you gotta gotta work harder.
I gotta work. I mean, that's why I be really in shape. I'm talking. That's you hear me. I'm like, you gotta be in shape. I'm really in shape. You know.
But but now till this day, nigga, I think I started being able to, like, and in certain places you gotta know where to have sex. Like, sex for us is cool on the couches, believe it or not. Because you could just lean over the couch, the top part, and if you're not able to, you have your partner toot up your waist. Females is easy because the men got to be in charge during sex. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, I used to like to be in charge, but then I had to humble myself. I can't do everything I used to be able to do. I ain't gonna sit there and act like I can do everything. I used to do some shit. But now I had to figure out another way around it, and this shit's still hitting. I had a baby, so obviously it's still doing something, but I just would say, like, I could do back shots. I could ride. I could do everything but stand up. And I could do it all on my knees, too. Because it's like, you just put it... I'm about to make my...
Pornhub.
First of all, I'm about to make my OnlyFans. It's going to be called Meals on Wheels. Holla at me, period.
Got it.
And what? If somebody out there, because I feel like this is mostly important because we have to be serious, too. If somebody out there is making you feel sexually incompetent, leave them alone.
Yeah.
If somebody makes you, because it's a lot of us. Because when I first got injured, I was incontinent. I couldn't control my bladder the way you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't control it. I had to teach myself over time, and then I regained control and stuff like that. So sex was a little bit messy at first, you know. And if somebody doesn't understand those things, you have to get with somebody. And I feel like
make sure you're with someone that's patient. You got to be with someone that's patient, and that's going to take their time. Because I had someone that was just taking me all. I didn't even want to have sex because they used to be like, "Yo, what's up? Why you can't stay erect? Like, why you can't?" You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit was. Yeah, mind you, I was fresh. I'm talking about fresh out of the hospital. I was in the hospital for 5 months after I got shot. Come home, I don't even know my body. I'm a whole different person.
I gotta learn.
Yeah, I didn't have sex for almost about a year because every time I would try, I would start out good, but then it would just womp, and it was just like over. You know what I'm saying? And she was just really discouraging me. Yeah, even more. Like, damn, you can't stay on, you can't. And I was just like, yo. I remember I had therapy with Lawrence. You know how Lawrence doing. We doing all these different positions. And he had me doing something where I was laying on my stomach. Mind you, it was like 8 months I'm into my injury. I never laid on my stomach. And like, he said, so how do you like have sex? No lie. Crazy shit. I started like a tear fell out. I was like, I wasn't. I was like, I'm not. He was like, damn. Yeah, and you're right. And before that, I was very sexual, so that shit kind of hurt. And I was just like, damn. And that's what it really hit me. But, like I said, just be with someone that's patient, that takes their time with you, that's going to, take their time to actually learn your body and not going to rush you or make you feel any type of way, for your disability.
You have to be comfortable with that person in order for you to feel comfortable. Because I'm telling you, when you get into these positions, they look funny. Because it's like, imagine, it's like you're trying to, because anybody else, they could just, toot up their ass and they be good and they in the back. Yeah. We got to do a little bit more. You got to assist me a little bit. Yeah. But it's a little bit funny, so you got to be able to laugh with your partner a little bit, like joke about it.
Exactly.
But see, that's important. So y'all touched on two big things, right? Because I didn't have sex until I think a year and a half into my injury, because I had to discover my body and I had to be comfortable who I was. I have males, they be hitting me up. That's a fresh injury. Oh, how you have sex? Boy, you can't even do. What can you do? You can't please a woman right now. You just fresh off an injury. You don't know your body. First. You gotta get your mind straight first. I wasn't even thinking about having sex. They making me
feel bad. I done came fresh out the hospital.
Now you a different type of child. I'll tell you, but
I was still a teenager, like a young teenager. Your hormones. It's like, all right, let me try to catch up. Let me try to get back. Because the whole time, Facebook, all they talk about at that time, 2011 to 2012 and shit, it was just sex. Everything was just.
Social media hit crazy.
I'm about to do that. So you in the hospital hearing all this shit, and you like, well, damn. Yeah. I didn't look at porn or nothing. Like, I used to be addicted to porn. I swear to God, I used to be addicted to porn. I stopped watching porn when I got in it. Like when I got in the hospital.
It's crazy you say that, because it's like a study that they said more women are addicted to porn than men, and you wouldn't think that.
I was addicted to lesbian porn. Like I had to masturbate every day. If I didn't masturbate, my life would be like.
Calm you down.
My life would be so fucked up if I didn't masturbate. But now, I'm at the point where I can't masturbate now because I have my baby in the bed with me all the time. So I have no choice. But I feel like my sexual experiences got better in the chair, because it's like I became a woman in the chair and all of that. So it's like, and I've always been flexible, but I feel like the chair made me even more flexible. So my legs could go everywhere. So I can't say guys, so somebody gonna try to drag it. I know I got a guy out there that's gonna be like, oh well, bitch, who you fucking right at? This one nigga that I don't like, that I be fucking, he be having me in different, he be having me in different positions and shit. We be having fun. It's fun.
It's about having fun too.
Have sex, have fun. It's gonna be those awkward moments. Okay, listen.
You laugh at that shit.
It's gonna be those awkward moments. Do not let that discourage you from fucking, because if you don't get through those awkward moments, if you don't even laugh at yourself, then you're never gonna be able to enjoy it again. And for the people that cannot feel down there, when I first got injured, I cannot feel nothing below my neck. You understand? And I'm not going to sit there and give people hope like, oh, it's going to come back or whatever. If that's your situation, because now at this point I can, fortunately, but before when I couldn't, I was hurt. I was upset. You know what I mean? I forced myself a lot of times to just try to feel it. But then when you finally realize, like, all right, sex is more than a physical thing. It's a mental thing. But for those of you that can't feel it, you have to find that person that you have that mental connection with that make you remember that feeling. Like,
that's why I can't have sex with anybody no more.
Yeah,
like
they gotta.
I really like you, because like we going, I'm doing foreplay, very intimate. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get crazy, and like me, I really have to like you in order to do all that stuff.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You can't.
You want some more? But yeah, I think that's very important, what you just said. Also, there's different, so for the men out there, the fellas out there, right? Another thing they ask is they have trouble getting it up, right? Getting it, the man's hard.
Erect.
So there's different ways. There's different ways to get your man erect. Unfortunately, right? Because I want sponsorships, we want sponsorships, and we want that bag. I'm not going to say the certain things that
you could just describe,
right? I'm going to describe it, and those companies are going to have to reach out to us, because it's going to help a whole bunch of people, right? There's medication out there that can last for a long time.
Not Viagra.
Not
other shit.
Other stuff. Also, you do have the Vigors of the world.
Yeah, but I'm saying you're talking about something else.
I'm talking about something else, right?
That too, but go ahead.
We're gonna talk about that, but you know what I mean. We're gonna get that back for that, and we're not gonna mention that such and such yet. But like I said, you can reach us, privately, and ask about what kind of stuff there is. But there's many different ways, right? And the last, I know it's the last way. Like, if just in case you can't get it up. If there's a will, there's a way. There's surgery. There's a type of surgery out there.
Out there that you can
do, right? And probably the insurance probably could pay for that, right? I know some insurance pay for that. So, And like I said, it's all about, mindset and being, really intimate with the person you like. Matter of fact, I know a quad. I personally know a quad. He has more sex than anybody I know.
Talking about the same one?
Wow.
Bro.
Mink.
Yeah. Shout out to my boy. Shout out to my boy. My boy June. Shout out to my boy June from the Bronx. You heard? My boy, yo. He a quad. He got no finger function. No finger function.
I have threesomes on.
But he got dick function, alright? That's all that matters. And he got the bitches and he fly as fuck. And June look good too, y'all.
Yeah. Holla at my boy. Then we can add him on YouTube.
Brother, man.
So that's what I'm saying. And that's just straight up confidence and just, knowing that he is able to even be in the same room with a woman. He doesn't feel like he's less than, right? Because in order to feel like that and sleep with, a certain type of woman and stuff like that, you got to feel comfortable and confident also. So, that's really big to show you that here's somebody that has less function, right? And he's like in sex role and, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? He's having fun out there and, you know what I mean? And that's something I'm going to support because, like I said, there's a lot of us within the disability community that's not having sex that they need. Maybe that can help, with the mental problem. Because I didn't read stories where there's guys that
gain confidence.
Sex,
they haven't been touched.
Sex makes the world go around. If you're
we're sexual beings.
If you're not having sex, you're ruining the world because
you're not
you gotta reproduce and you gotta have sex. And even if you can't reproduce, you still gotta have sex.
Yeah. All right, but we talked about the pros, the good. What about let's talk about the bad?
Let's talk about the bad.
Okay. The bad is fucking peeing on people.
Like she said, like sis said, it gets messy. You know what I'm saying? I remember. All right, I'm gonna give y'all one of my scenarios. You know what I'm saying?
No,
I remember early.
I remember those days when
long time ago, right? Back like I had this tube when I was shot. The bullet messed up my left kidney, so I had
what's that called? I had the
nephrostomy tube. It was a difference because my kidney on this side was still good, so I was peeing regular in the toilet. But this kidney, I had a bag. It was a stent, like a long tube and a bag.
So like a catheter for your kidney.
Yeah, my the urine from this kidney would go into the bag. Only my friends knew I would empty it outside, whatever. But because of it, my function sexually wasn't good, so I needed Viagra, right? Okay. So I was using the Viagra and stuff. Man, but that stuff, when you drink liquor,
really fucks you up.
No. Shout out to Viagra though. Shout out to Viagra still.
Ooh, nigga,
but I got a story with that. Go ahead.
It's crazy. So me and at the time my kid's mom, my ex-wife, we were it was our anniversary. We at a hotel, bruh. I'm drinking some crazy with tequila, something crazy, and we in there, and we just cutting up, chilling. Soon as I started, man, well, I remember, what is that on my foot? Why my foot wet? Bro, look back there. It was the whole bed. It was
live old dookie booty.
Did it on us. Crazy.
Get it on them.
I mean, listen, don't judge me. I'm handicapped. I'm disabled. I get a pass. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about.
First,
but no, but I'm just seriously just giving an example of like.
That's a bad experience.
I
got a bad experience.
I ain't gonna leave him out there.
I got one too.
You want to embarrass
yourself?
I'll embarrass myself.
All right,
wait, hold on. Let me get the shout out.
All right, go.
Shout out to her too, because she a real one. My kid's my baby.
After you just said that part,
that's his personal experience though.
And that's the first time. That's the first person I did it. That's not the last.
You out here shitting on me,
bro. I had to learn.
She's gonna be like the first time this nigga mentioned me on this motherfucker.
No, but now I'm saying, but then I had the surgery years later, like 4 years later, I had the surgery. Yeah. They removed the bag, took like a part of my intestine.
Why was you
made
drinking with a kidney bag anyway? That was the.
He trying to have fun. Just trying to enjoy. Trying to live.
Trying to lose a
in the Ritz-Carlton. He's trying to have fun in the Ritz-Carlton.
Yo, judging me. So listen, like I said, I had the surgery done, and then it was crazy because like right after that, like it was like 2 weeks later or something after the surgery. Mind you, I always needed Viagra to have sex. Mm-hmm. Like 2 weeks later, I was healing from the surgery.
Shout out to Viagra.
Me and her, we just chilling, and she like and we just had sex on some random stuff just one day. And then she said, damn, I didn't even see you take a Viagra. I was like, I didn't. She said, you lying. She said, swear to God. I said, I swear I didn't. And that's when I knew from there, like, thank God I was good after that. Like, but so now I just try to eat right, work out, exercise and stuff like that. And I'm good. So
you still had the urge to have sex, but you just couldn't.
And yeah, I still had the urge, but I just couldn't because I don't know. I still had like kidney problems and stuff. So I would start out good, but then as soon as I tried, it would stop. So I couldn't stay right.
But now we staying up, right?
Oh,
strong.
Yeah, we staying strong. Yeah, we
staying strong.
Your boy in the gym.
Eating kale.
That's
Seymour.
Seymour every morning.
That's another thing, you know what I mean, to help your mans is drinking a lot of water and being healthy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
right
health
thing.
plays a lot into it. Like
you wake up
like
early,
Jesse said, working out, exercising, all
ready to go.
Like
and if you're a woman and you wanna, this is for able body or regular
pH
women,
value is very important.
Your pH value is important. Eat some fruits. If you don't eat fruits,
please eat fruit, ladies.
Drink a lot of water. Because the water, people be wondering like, how your pussy so? You gotta drink water. Water hydrates the body, okay? Because I'm literally like a living splish splash, okay? And every time that they take this ride, all right, listen, it always gets wet. I have never had that dryness problem, but I know a lot of people.
Yeah, I heard it.
And for the girls that do not, and for the girls that do have the dry vagina, drink some water. First of all, go get tested because if your pussy staying dry, you probably got a bad yeasty BB or something. You know, go fix that. And if that's good, then you need to drink some water. You need to eat some fruits. And you need to change your diet. pH balance is everything. Don't nobody want no nasty pussy girl. Okay? No dirty pussy girl. No dirty panty.
No dirty panty. No dirty panty.
It's not from your auntie.
I tell you, embarrassing. You know what I mean? Embarrassing experience. But it was almost close, like live. But it didn't get to that point. I caught it right. So once again, shout out to Viagra. You know, that's when it was early when I first got injured. And you know, you're not supposed to drink. You're not supposed to drink with Viagra. I don't know why we don't hear the commercial with it. You're not supposed to. You know, after like after the commercial, you're not supposed to do this. Yeah.
Because when you want to naturally, when people want to fuck,
you just want to ready to go. Yeah,
exactly.
So it's like, how can y'all do that? That's foul.
So on top of that, we went out to eat. I ate mad green stuff. Right.
Oh man.
So Bong, I think I called you that night. I don't even know.
You told me about it. Yeah, you did.
So Bong. So I'm like, you know, when you hyped up to smash something too, you get your whole date. You make the bed. You know, you get a shape up. You feel good about yourself. It's about to go down, right? So you know, late night come. We get back to the crib. I'm my stomach feeling crazy. I'm like, oh yeah. I'm on top, right? I'm on top, about to go crazy in the missionary position, whatever. All you heard is doop doop.
Yeah.
I said,
stomach.
I looked down like, I said, I thought, listen, it didn't come out though. I'm thinking Shorty's breath. I'm like, yo, something smell like shit. I'm like, damn.
He said something smell like shit.
And then, you know, you come close. No, listen. I'm coming close to her face because I'm a missionary. I'm like this. I'm just sniffing like this.
But it's out your ass. I'm out your ass.
I'm like, yo, this chick breath smell like shit, son. I'm like, what in the fuck? Because her breath didn't smell like that earlier in the day.
Right.
So where was the shit place?
No, it didn't come out yet. It was on his way. I think I was far.
Nigga said it was on his way.
It was on his way.
Special delivery.
Special delivery.
You know how volcano comes up? It's about to erupt, right? Ooh, but the whole time I'm thinking it's her, right? But God, thank God. I don't know to this day. If she watching it, she probably now she's like, oh, that was that shitty nigga smelling like that. But look, to this day, I don't think she figured it out because what happened was, right? I smelled it and stuff, and I do a push up, pop up. I'm like, yo, something not right. I'm like, I gotta go to the bathroom. As soon as I hit thank God helped me out. As soon as I hit the toilet, that's when everything.
So nothing came out.
Nah, but I was smelling everything.
But you just was gassy on the bed.
Yeah, but then I'm talking about as soon as I hit the toilet, it was literally, I was tight because I'm like, she went home. I called live. I'm like, damn, bro, it's my birthday. I was supposed to have sex tonight.
I did
this
it. This
shit fucking sucks. I'm like, yo, this shit, it was about to go down.
It was your birthday?
But I really thought it was this girl's breath. I'm like, yo,
it was your birthday, Dookie?
It was my birthday. Yeah. Damn. She pulled it out of the bag. She know what it is. But it was my birthday. But I didn't shit on it. It came out as soon as I hit the toilet. I caught it right before. Like, so it was nothing. I was clean. You know what I mean? But like I said, I don't know. Because after I rushed it out, I'm like, yo, we gotta go. Because I'm shitting on the toilet for like an hour. It's like, it's over for tonight. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I was pissed off. See, this is the bad part, right? Now, let's talk about the bad part. After the night, I sat there and like, yo, this can't be fucking like.
You had to stay up.
No. I'm talking about I was just frustrated, like really frustrated because it's like, damn, like, you know, really want to like smash joy, you know, really do it. And I'm like.
So does that make you feel like, as a man, how did that make you feel?
At that time? Because I don't have no problem with like now.
Now, we have to be honest.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm getting to that point. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting to. That's why I called him. I'm like, yo, that shit fucked me up at first. And not because I was really, I was like 20, 23. Happy shit.
I did it again.
I did it again. Nah,
did it again.
I ain't gonna lie.
Eat my shit.
I'm a wild boy.
You a nasty boy. Fuck is he talking about?
No,
Wow.
I learned though. Y'all don't.
Nah, so I'm gonna be honest. Like I said, I called them like, yo, bro, I'm shit on this. I'm thinking his breath smell like shit and all that stuff and this, that, and the third, you know. But I was like, damn, I had to recruit, you know, get myself back together and like, you know, shit happens. Literally, shit happens. But you know what I mean?
Not the pun.
You know, but like I said, thank God was watching me and I didn't get it on her. Nothing, like nothing came out. You know what I'm saying? I got that would have fucked my head up there, like back. You know what I'm saying?
So,
but
not me.
And so she never seen it.
No, because they didn't come out.
With yours, did your baby mother see it?
Yeah,
she felt it.
It was on her foot.
And it was like that mush. It was crazy. And then so we ran up out of the hotel. We just left.
Oh my God. All right, so I'm not gonna leave my brother.
What's your bad story? Yeah, you.
First of all, my thing is this. No, okay.
Yeah.
No matter what in the chair, even if you have full control or whatever like that, the only thing about your bladder is when you get in the chair, it'll never be the way it was when you're walking. Your body doesn't work the way that it did when you were walking. So one thing about me, I be peeing on my niggas, and they be thinking it's squirting. Like if I gotta pee, I can't hold it. I'm gonna pee on you, and I peed on all of y'all niggas. If y'all thought it was squirting, I peed on y'all. Period. All of y'all peed in some of y'all mouths too. When y'all thought I was squirting, I peed in your mouth and all of that. And I don't care. And I said it. I don't shit on my niggas. Sorry, I ain't got that story for you.
I don't want to get pissed on either. Kelly.
I'd rather get peed on. I'd rather get peed on.
French Kelly, all right?
And
I'm gonna piss on you.
And they did not care, and they did not mind. And that's another thing too. With certain positions, it'll trigger your bladder as a woman. So you have to be mindful of that. Like riding, I used to love riding. I don't love it anymore because it triggers my bladder. So like when somebody's going, you know what I mean? Like just a position that I'm in.
You use the bathroom before you have sex?
It depends. If it's a spur of the moment, like sex is never really planned. You know, it just happens. Well, so it's like
when I'm busting moves.
See, I gotta plan.
I make sure I go.
I don't plan sex. I make sure I go after because I don't want to get a UTI or whatever. But it's like if we just having sex, like, and you know, some niggas gonna be wanting to. They be like, fuck that.
Yeah, be right.
Just go. Let's go. Let's have sex. So we doing it and it happens. But I just know that was something that messed me up as a woman because I never peed on myself in my life. So when you get in the chair, you know what I mean? Like to never pee on yourself. Like I was potty trained very early. Like my parents was always on me. I was advanced really quick. So to never pee on myself when people was peeing in beds and stuff, I never had an even accident as a kid or nothing like that. Like I was really good. So when I got in the chair and I started having pissy accidents and then you got to roll home with your cushion smelling like piss. You know what I mean? Like that shit is frustrating. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like, I'm not a pissy girl, but the chair would turn you into pissy. So if you have that issue, don't be with somebody.
Don't let it discourage you.
Be with somebody that understands.
Just understanding.
And also don't let it discourage you. And also you don't owe anybody any fucking explanation. If they feel like they need an explanation, you let them know. Bye. Exactly. I tried to have somebody tell me what I was supposed to tell him. Like he wanted to know every single part of my body that I could feel. Nigga, as long as I can feel my pussy, ain't nothing else your business. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have to explain nothing to you, and I didn't even have to explain that to you. Right. But people will try to tell you like, oh, you can't feel this, you can't feel that, just to try to trigger you. Like I've had somebody tell me like, oh, you can't feel this. And I'm like, what? Like you think what the hell? Like I can't fake sex. You get what I'm saying? Like just for my mental to be that way. But it is certain positions being that because we got shot in our back. Well, I got shot in my back. You know, our injury is different. Your spinal cord controls your body. So certain positions, I'm not gonna lie. I would never lie to you. Certain positions, I feel it like a little bit less. I'm not gonna lie. I would never lie. Like I'm gonna be very honest. Certain positions, it's not the same feel like as if we doing, you know, the regular shit. And that's why I had to check myself with that because it's like, all right, now somebody trying to tell me I can't feel because of that. Because it was just like, I didn't understand it, you know? And it was weird because it's like, all right, you as a man, you're insecure. So you will get those people out there that are sick and they want you to feel insecure. Watch out for those people. Yeah. Dismiss them ASAP because it does not matter. It's going to be somebody else out there that want to fuck your pussy. Your pissy pussy and your shitty ass butt.
Also, what I learned also, like, from being now in a wheelchair, also, like, certain parts of my body is more sensitive. Yeah. So what I was sensitive before is a lot different now. And I like certain things, like I like my neck, you know what I'm saying? Like chest and certain things. So it's like I know different things that trigger.
I feel like foreplay is mandatory when you're in a chair.
That is very important. And that's why I think my sex is way better after because I'm more intimate. I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm still very aggressive. Like, you know what I mean? Like choking.
Me too. I take my time as opposed to before when I was on my feet.
I like choking. I was just, I like the choker. No, this is something, like choking.
Now with some big ass songs,
they like that. Women love that. They like to be dominant.
I do love to be choked though, fact.
But that's like I said, I only doing it if I really like you. So that's very important. And I just want to leave this message out there for the fellas. And like I said, I know French, you get a lot from women too that they message about sex, right? So I know fellas always hit us up and like, yo, they willing, they want to do such and such. But my biggest advice I would give you is make sure you're totally in shape and make sure that you're comfortable with your body first.
With your body.
Yeah. Don't just
things you're comfortable with your body and comfortable with that person.
Yeah.
Because I swear after that situation with us, like we got in the car and we laughed the whole way home. Like so you gotta be cool with somebody that you get what I'm saying? Like, cause other people make you feel super uncomfortable. You could be with somebody that make you feel like a
handicap cripple.
Yeah, exactly.
And I never want to feel like that.
We still like every once in a blue, she be like, nigga, you know what you did to me. I'll be like, man. So,
I feel like we all make light of our situation because that's how we deal with it. It's like a coping mechanism too, because it's like before you could cut my ass, I'm gonna cut my own ass first. You know what I mean? Like,
and I'm gonna cut your ass too.
And I'm gonna cut your ass back. And that's the thing. People always want to come with the handicap jokes, but then when I say like, oh, if I say some shit to you, I need you to take it the same way. Because I could cut ass, I could take a joke. You know what I mean? But other people can't take jokes.
Everyone,
because people don't realize you making a joke about something that really happened to us in real life. You don't know how we take it. Even if we smile about this shit, that's our business. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if you make a joke about our situation, you gotta understand this is something. It was once a point when we didn't think this shit was funny at all.
Yeah.
So when you come and you make those jokes or whatever, and then when we say something back smart, just be ready for that.
Yeah, so be mindful how you talk to people with disabilities. Because not everybody takes it.
I play with my friends. They play with me too, but they also know I'm gonna come right back. They know. Like Nay is my best friend.
Biggs.
Shout out to Nay Biggs.
Nay cut my ass about this shit, but I cut her ass about her weight. Fuck you talking about? We're gonna talk about everything. But the message I want to leave with women is just, learn to love your body. Look at yourself in the mirror. I would say start touching yourself just to get back. If you're trying to get back comfortable, look at yourself in the mirror. Start touching yourself. Get comfortable with what you want to do. Try to work out. Do some little leg lifts or whatever. At least get yourself flexible.
The gym about to be packed tomorrow.
At least get yourself flexible. Try to get your core strong because in a chair, this is all we got is our core and our arms. If you're paraplegic, I don't want to disrespect the quads. If you a quad, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Fuck yo. Now let me stop. But
shout out to my boy Sal, man.
That was a joke because I know you quads always try to come.
People be taking a lot of things serious.
Don't take it serious. And if y'all keep coming for us in the comments, Jesse let me tell you something about the page. Jesse be deleting y'all motherfucking trolls before I can see it. Because I be seeing the messages and I be asking him to run it back to me because I will bomb y'all because we all in wheelchairs and I will roll down on them.
I'm trying to call Frenchie on,
man. No, we out here trying
leave that shit. They want to be the bigger ones.
I'm trying to spread positivity.
I'm still young and ignorant. Don't play with me because if I see you at Axis, if I see you at Mount Sinai,
now we gonna pop on you,
down the street,
we gonna pop on you definitely. But
watch your mouth that makes you comfortable. Get with somebody that you can laugh at when nasty shit happens. Because when you in a chair, nasty shit is gonna happen. We gotta get everybody else up here. We
gonna tell everybody.
We gotta get all the other disabled people. We gotta see how the blind. Well, we had a blind motherfucker tell us. We gotta see how a deaf person have sex. That's gonna be the best. So if you deaf and you be fucking, holla at us. We need you, baby.
You deaf and you.
If you got no arms and you be fucking, holla at us.
Everybody,
you,
any
baby.
type of disability.
If you got one limb, 2 limb, 3 limbs, 2.5.
Holla at us. We want to hear your stories.
Season 2, we getting crazy.
We gonna get crazy. So, on a positive note, because like I said, Frenchie she said what she said. You heard the sis. We just want to thank everybody. You know what I mean, for tuning in. We had so much fun. Right. I don't got something on my glass, but we had a lot of fun this season, and we enjoyed doing this. You know what I'm saying, from the ups and downs. And I know the main thing is helping a whole lot of people. This is really helping a lot of people. So. As our platform get bigger, you know what I mean? We just ask you guys to continue to just share it, you know what I mean? Subscribe and you know what I mean? You're going to continue to grow with us and you're going to see us grow as long, you know what I mean? Because we're getting older and we're getting wise and we're learning more stuff about ourselves also, you know what I mean? So let's end the note on this, right? You know how we always end the note on something that we're thankful for, right? What is something that you learned about yourself this year or throughout the season that, that you're thankful for?
I learned that whatever I put my mind to, I can do. I'm going to be in my first big magazine spread, so I'm excited. Oh, okay. I started modeling, and I'll be signed before the end of the year. Off to the races now. Let's just do this. These guys, you know, they've been in my life for years, and they've always been motivational, inspirational. They're like the big brothers everybody wishes they have. No, none of us have sex. We're all just very attractive. We don't fuck each other. We like the walking ones. We discriminate. We don't do the roly-poly-olies. But, you know, right, we just, you know, these are my brothers. I'm so grateful for y'all because y'all always keep me my headspace and just motivated, and y'all just positive people, you know what I mean? So y'all making it happen. We started this with $1 on a motherfucking dream, and these dreams is blowing up, and we about to get really active. Like, that's just watch us. I learned that I'm resilient as fuck. That's what I learned about myself this year. I'm resilient because I bounce back from everything.
That's great.
That was nice.
That's dope, sis. Thank you for that. Me, I just learned to pace myself because sometimes I get overwhelmed, and sometimes my plate gets full, have a lot going on, and sometimes I tend to shut down when I get overwhelmed. So now I just learn to pace myself and do things at my own space. I mean, at my own time. So in a way that I can still be productive. Yeah, I'm a boss. I got it, and I have a family, you know. So
you pick for yourself.
Yeah. So yeah. That's it. Just do things at my own pace so that I can still be productive, and that's pretty much it. So yeah,
peace.
That's what I learned about myself.
Yo, what I learned about myself this year, because I like to reflect a lot, is that I gotta be okay knowing that everything's not always gonna go the right way. Everything's not always gonna go the way that you want it to go, right? And that's
so you had to drop down from being a perfectionist.
Being a perfectionist is also learning that when things are not always in your hands, you can't get upset about it because everybody's timing is always different, right? And that's when you become a leader, because you can learn how to improvise and put yourself in other people's shoes rather than just being a leader. Is not a person that think that everything has to go that one way because it's just their way, right? Yeah. It's learning from everybody else and coming with a bigger plan where it's like, all right, if this doesn't go this way, what about the other person, right? Oh, yeah. So I learned from you guys also, right? You know what I'm saying? Just like to listen more, to be more open, right? You know what I'm saying? And I think that's very important, me just growing as a man, because it's like, everybody doesn't know everything, right? Yeah. And that's one way to learn is, like I said, improvising and compromising with other people. And especially when things don't go your way all the time, right? And that's I struggle with that, but that's something I'm learning. Because you know, you did.
He's doing so much better. Listen,
because I mean, in my intimate relationships, I'm like that. My females will tell you like, oh, he's very, but then y'all guys rubbed off into my intimate. I'm with somebody right now, and he's like, oh, you're listening. Like, you know what I'm saying? They appreciate
active
that,
listening.
and I was never like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember like just like for years, you was just like, it had to be your way, like, you know what I'm saying? Or the way that you thought it should go. If it didn't, you was just like, nah, that's how it's supposed to be. And it's like, if that's one thing I had to let go, just thinking of how things are supposed to be. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, because that's never good. So.
I feel like what you're trying to say is, you know, a leader. I feel like a leader is a person you would never know that they're the leader. Like, people want to be the boss, but if you're a real boss, you're not going to be able to spot who the boss in your team is, because we all supposed to look like bosses. You understand? And we a team full of bosses. So at the end of the day, this is why it's blowing up so big and doing what it has to do, because we all came together. We all, every single week, we sit there, we have a meeting, and we be there. We all throw our ideas out there. We all talk and we argue and we go back and forth, and then we come here to create this show for y'all. So it's very important for us to have y'all. We're thankful for y'all. We wouldn't be here without y'all. Our fan base continues to grow each and every day. Thank you for sharing our videos. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being with us from day one. For the ones that have, thank you for tuning in now. If you're just tuning in, we appreciate y'all. Thank you for supporting us. We're trying to give a voice to the voiceless, because a lot of us are taking that out. But I seen this year, 2021, people with wheelchairs, people with disabilities, blind, deaf. I don't want to say the other one because that was really stupid. But blind, deaf, whatever, you know, people are popping out. They're making it happen, and it's being it's being publicized. Having a disability is not looked at, is not frowned upon like that anymore. It's being in the platform. So thank you for allowing us to just continue to grow and do that for y'all, and you doing it for us. We wouldn't be here without y'all. So thank you.
Without y'all, there's no us.
In
thank
season
you,
2,
season 2 coming back
up.
It's gonna be up
after Labor Day. We will see y'all. We gotta take a little hiatus.
We're gonna take a little break, but we coming back with fresh, bigger, better guests. New merch is coming out.
Ideas, definitely.
You know. It's going to be really fun. So that's a wrap. Season 2. See you guys in September.
And that's From the Throne, y'all.
From the Throne.